She's the Real Housewives star behind his $57 billion empire. Now divorce could make Kyle Richards the richest woman on TV. Kyle Richards is one of the longest-running original housewives on her franchise, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Kyle began her tenure on the series in 2010 and has shared her life continually for nearly 15 years. If the reality TV veteran returns for season 15 of RHOBH, which is likely, she will be the longest-standing original housewife in Bravo history. When Kyle announced in season 13 that she and her husband of 27 years, Mauricio Umansky, would be separating, it truly shocked not only the viewers, but Kyle's co-stars as well. The couple, who raised 4 daughters together, have shared so much of their happy home life together on RHOBH over the years that the sudden separation was incompatible with that narrative. The abrupt announcement of a separation, with no real explanation of what had happened to necessitate the split, caused many to speculate about the cause. Kyle's co-stars also showed concern when they learned that neither Mauricio nor Kyle seemed eager to initiate divorce proceedings, worrying their friend might be too lackadaisical when it comes to protecting her interests. However abrupt and strange the announcement seemed at first, when the divorce is finalized, Kyle stands to become the richest woman on TV. Kyle announcing her separation from Mauricio was shocking, even if the couple had spent years dodging rumors that there was infidelity in the relationship. Kyle had a strong friendship with her co-star Lisa Vanderpump, right up until the moment when Brandi Glanville claimed that Lisa encouraged her to bring a copy of a magazine that suggested Mauricio was having an affair on a group vacation all the way back in season 4. These rumors would surface occasionally in group gossip on RHOBH, but Kyle and Mauricio have always stood by each other and refuted the claims. Then, Kyle made the strange choice to tease a potential same-sex romance with country music singer Morgan Wade shortly after announcing the split from her husband, which caused even further confusion. In season 14, Kyle then decided to refuse to name her friend on the show anymore, after teasing the relationship throughout season 13. Kyle's attitude that she doesn't owe anyone an explanation struck viewers as disingenuous, considering the nature of reality TV and the fact that the housewife constantly demands transparency from her co-stars. It occurred to savvy viewers that Kyle had possibly used her relationship with Morgan to distract from the divorce, and that she then had to backpedal when scrutiny over the choice began to get too heated. Divorce aside, Kyle isn't exactly a pauper in her own right. Aside from being on reality TV for nearly 15 years, Kyle also has her Hollywood career as an actor and producer. As a child actress, she appeared in TV shows like Little House on the Prairie, and she was also in Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. More recently, she has stepped behind the camera as a producer and has continued to act with appearances on series like The Lincoln Lawyer. Both Mauricio and Kyle have been busy with their careers in recent years, and this can complicate a divorce, according to LA-based attorney and crisis communicator Jamie E. Wright. For years, Kyle Richards played the polished, polo-clad queen bee of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, sipping rosé in Malibu and stirring the occasional pot in between lavish charity events and designer shopping trips. But behind the scenes of Bravo's glittering drama, Kyle wasn't just a reality TV personality. She was the woman quietly supporting, influencing, and at times steering a multi-billion-dollar empire. And now, with divorce looming, Richards might soon become the richest woman in reality TV history. From Beverly Hills to billions. What many fans don't realize is that Kyle's husband, Mauricio Umansky, built a real estate dynasty during their marriage. The agency, a luxury brokerage that now spans over 100 offices across the globe and has sold more than $57 billion in high-end properties. From selling Malibu mansions to Silicon Valley estates, Mauricio has long been a power player among the elite. But Kyle was never just the housewife on his arm at company galas. She was his partner, his muse, and some say, his secret weapon. Their love story was made for TV. A second marriage for Kyle, a rising real estate agent for Mauricio. When they met, he was ambitious, but far from the mogul he is today. She brought him into the Bravo spotlight, opening doors to the kind of ultra-high net worth clients that only reality fame can attract. The couple transformed glitzy fame into cold hard cash, building a brand where Kyle's charisma warmed the camera while Mauricio sealed the deal behind closed doors. She turned Mauricio into a household name, says one Hollywood insider. Without Kyle, there is no agency as we know it. The marriage behind the empire. For over 27 years, Kyle and Mauricio portrayed one of reality TV's most enduring marriages. As other housewives flamed out in divorce scandals, Kyle remained a steady anchor, filming season after season with Mauricio by her side, dashing, loyal, and always ready with a good bottle of wine. But behind the filtered photos and public declarations, cracks had been forming. Rumors of infidelity, long stretches apart, and conflicting priorities became more frequent. Mauricio's business empire expanded at a dizzying pace, while Kyle found herself gravitating toward spiritual healing, personal reinvention, and a tighter inner circle of friends, some of whom sparked even more rumors about her shifting identity and desires. By the time season 13 aired, the writing was on the wall. A statement in mid-2024 confirmed it. Kyle and Mauricio were separating after nearly 3 decades together. But the real shock wasn't the split. It was the fortune potentially on the line. A divorce with billion-dollar implications. Kyle isn't just walking away from a marriage. She's potentially walking into a financial windfall that could make her the richest woman in the history of unscripted television. At the heart of the divorce is the agency, the jewel in Mauricio's real estate crown. Though he founded the company, sources say Kyle played a foundational role, both as an early investor and as the face that helped fuel its stratospheric rise. If there's documented evidence Kyle was financially or strategically involved from the early days, she could be entitled to a significant share, says celebrity divorce attorney Janice McMillan. In California, community property laws are no joke. 50-50 is standard unless there's a very specific prenup, and even that can be challenged. And then there's the lifestyle. Over the years, Kyle and Mauricio have amassed a dizzying portfolio: multiple homes, rare art, luxury cars, and lucrative joint investments. Even without a stake in the agency, her share of their assets could run into the hundreds of millions. But insiders whisper that Kyle has her eyes on more than the money. She wants her next chapter to be on her terms. From reality star to real estate royalty. For Kyle, the timing couldn't be better. At 55, she's entering a new phase, one where she's not just someone's wife or someone's sister, though being related to Paris Hilton never hurt. She's a brand, a boss, and potentially a billionaire. While her Bravo salary was nothing to scoff at, reports estimate she earned up to $500,000 per season. It's her business acumen that's quietly grown. She's launched fashion lines, authored a memoir, and is currently in talks for her own real estate reality spin-off. Rumors abound that Kyle may even join the agency board or create her own competing firm, leveraging her name recognition and decades of Beverly Hills connections. She's in talks with streaming platforms, reveals a TV executive close to the negotiations. There's huge interest in a Queen Kyle show. Part real estate, part revenge glow-up, part personal renaissance.